Hey guys, what's up? It's Christina here, and I'm super excited. It's Christmas Eve, one of my favorite holidays in the entire year. Actually, no, it is my favorite holiday. It's Jesus' birthday. We're gonna be partying it up, celebrating, and so I just love it. I love the gifts, I love family time, I love hot chocolate, and I love cookies. I'm obsessed with cookies, especially pies. My mother-in-law makes the best homemade pies. So of course, we're ready to hang out with family, and I figured I would record the makeup look that I was doing today. So it's definitely Christmassy. I got a little bit of red and greens, and I pretty much used all of this entire palette. The berries, what is this? Blushing Berries palette by Dose of Colors. So I did use all of the colors in here. They are super pretty. I also used my Huda Beauty palette. This one is so amazing. Look at this green. Oh, I die. It's super pigmented, goes on really well. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh, and Merry Christmas. So I'm starting off by using this Biscotti by Mary Kay. I love using a base just to make sure that all the eyeshadows go on seamlessly. And going into that palette, I am going to take the lighter of the colors as my transition color. I'm gonna start blending that in using my MAC brush. This is a MAC 224. And I just wanna make sure that I go into my crease, going all the way into the inner corner and putting most of the product all the way from the outer corner in. So I always start with the most product on the outer part of my eye and then blend it up towards my eyebrow. So next, going in with the second lightest color, I'm gonna go right on top of that transition color because I wanna make sure that I don't lose that first color, but I do wanna deepen it up a little bit. And since that second color isn't so much darker, I just go through and blend it all out again. I'm going to continue it on both sides until I feel like the colors are blended out seamlessly, and also make sure that you hold the brush at the very end so that you're not putting too much pressure on it. It's hard to see, but I'm using that very middle color, and I went ahead and changed my brush. So I'm using another MAC brush. I believe it's the 217. So it's a little bit smaller of a blending brush, but I'm really going more into the outer V, and then once I get most of the color on the outer V of my eye, then I start to blend it in towards the inner part. But I want most of that color to be on the outer part of my eye. So now going in with a separate color and taking another brush. This one is the MAC 221. I love this brush because it's pointed, and if you notice, I put the brush right on the tip of the color of the eyeshadow, and I'm focusing it more right in the crease. So I'm trying really hard to do really slow motions going in the crease, not so harsh and not so feathered, I guess is the right word. I just want to make sure that I get a line in the middle. So going into my Huda Beauty palette, I'm going to take that emerald green color right in the middle. And there's several ways that you can put on sparkly eyeshadow. I personally like to use this kind of eyeshadow on my finger. You can use a flat brush though if you want. I like using my finger because I just feel like it gets the most color payoff. So what I do is I smudge as much of it as I can on my finger, and then I press it onto my lid. So as you can see, once I get to the edges, I start to lightly blend it out. And then I do dip it in for a second round. And again, press it into my eyelid. So as you can see, the color comes on there really thick and really dark. This is one of my favorite ways of doing it. Again, there are different ways that you can do this, which I'll show you in a different video at another time. So going back in with that MAC brush, I'm using, again, the 221. I'm just lightly feathering out the top of the green so it's not such a harsh line. I want it to look a little bit more feathered out, so I very, very lightly go over the top. And then I'll just blend out the edges just to make sure there's no harsh lines on any of the makeup. Next, I'll be putting on my liquid eyeliner. Actually, this is my gel eyeliner, sorry. This is the Mary Kay Jet Black eyeliner. And I'm using a brush by Moda Pro. I love this brush. As you can see, it gives you really precise lines. And I start off by doing the line for the wing liner, and then I just fill it in. I feel like this brush does all the work for you. It's super easy. So once I get into the very, once I fill it in on the ends, I go into the very inner part of my eye, and then I just try to connect the lines as best I can. A lot of times this takes a little bit of practice, but the more you do it, the better you'll get. So once I'm finished with that, I'm going to take that same gel eyeliner and I'm just going to go into my tight line and put the gel liner into it. I'm really focusing on getting into those small little crevices of my eyelashes to make them look thicker. And that's why I love tight lining. And going into that Dose of Colors palette, I'm going into the lighter of the two colors and I'm blending those two colors and then smudging it underneath on the bottom. And I'm using a small precision brush. It's by Luxie. It's actually like a mini round brush. It's number 141. So once I smudge out that eyeshadow on the bottom, I'm gonna go in with the black color in the Blushing Berries Dose of Colors palette with a flat precision brush. And I try to get this as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm not using too much of the black because I don't want it to be overwhelming, but I do want it to give it a little more depth in the bottom. So blend it out as much as possible, and I really only go in once to get that really dark color, and then I just use whatever's left on the brush to blend it all out. And then going in with my Mary Kay eyeliner, I'm using the color Deep Brown. I'm going to go into my waterline. And I'm going to finish off the look with some lashes. I'm using the Lashaholic Luxury Lashes. These are the Instaglam lashes. And one of the things I love about lashes, they really make the eyes pop. These lashes are not super overwhelming, but a trick that I would say is make sure the glue is completely, not fully dry, but just dry enough so it's a little bit tacky. Put the lashes on starting in the center, and then attach the outer corner, and then go into the inner corner. This will make sure the lashes adhere. Once I put on my mascara, I kind of press the mascara wand into my lashes so that it almost acts like a second glue to the lashes. So as you can see, I'm blinking onto the wand. And then I lightly just coat the tops of the lashes. I don't want it to get too clumped up, so I just lightly feather them. And then I put on my lip liner, which is the MAC Soar lip liner, and then topped it up with a Marc Jacobs lipstick. And that's it, guys. That's the completed look. I hope you love it, and I hope you have a very happy holiday.